Alrighty then.
Welcome to the
Well, we were
Degenerates
gonna
podcast, so that I can't be called slurs and be threatened to be sexually assaulted. I have started the fucking podcast. Hello.
You picked the wrong movie for us to watch if
You
you
got
don't want
nice
to talk about
titties for a
sexual
little
assault.
boy.
Okay.
Whoa.
Anyway.
All right. It is
Hello,
I,
sailor.
Tyro, along with the lovely Junie boy and
What's poppin'?
Grimmy boy,
What's locking?
and then Danny and Cam together.
What's polka
cooperatively.
dotting?
This movie questioned everything. Movie, don't watch it with your significant other unless you have a very significant, similar thought process on everything. This movie, directed by Curry Barker, who's apparently most known for It's Always Sunny. Ironic, I guess, here.
That makes so much sense.
It was not always sunny here. It was not always sunny. The movie was made for under $1 million, which is fucking crazy. Or like exactly $1 million is what I've seen, between like 750,000 and $1 million. It grossed $440 million. That's a fucking W.
It's a good payday.
Fucking yeah. I don't really care about all the other actors. We're just gonna talk about Indy.
No, you don't care about.
Just Indy. I think Indy fucking killed it. I think everybody else. I think everybody else was just fucking standing around Indy in awe. They all did well. I'm shitting on them.
They
but
all did well.
They all did
liked them
well.
all. They all did great. Phenomenal. I hope they get more acting jobs.
Yeah, I do as well. I think they all deserve it. I think it's crazy that this movie was made for fucking under $1 million and it was that insanely good. Obviously, the actors, actresses are a big part of that. The script is also a part of that. Fucking, do we want to give it a little rating before we go into it, or we should do that after? What do you think?
I'm gonna do that at the end.
Yeah,
The end?
we'll have it as like a finishing thoughts kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
All right. So, I feel like we're gonna mention anything else before we go into spoiler territory.
Trigger warnings?
Trigger warnings. That's probably a really fucking good idea, actually.
Professional.
So in this movie, let's think of all the different warnings I could possibly give you. We have dead animal. We have there was no sexual. There was weird it was
That
almost
was
like
very much unconsensual
Yeah.
sex.
Yeah.
how do you unconsent to a little bit of a spoiler, but how do you not consent? Like, there's two people in. Well, I guess there's three people inside of you, because there's you, there's demon you, and then there's the guy fucking you, and 2 out of 3 are consenting.
Well,
Well, it was
One
also
thing
the one
about
that isn't
you
the
forgot
body.
to ask. You forgot to ask Jesus if it was okay.
Yeah, you
All
forgot to
right.
That's
Yeah,
ask.
you're right. No, yeah,
Well,
you're
there was
right.
also the part where they alluded to, oh yeah, drug use, and you did this. So I mean, I guess if you didn't take it at face
Yeah,
value, people could be
yeah.
triggered by that.
That's fair. The consent thing is important. Consent is key. What else? Very brutal violence in at least one part. Unuse. We don't fucking
Yeah.
care.
I don't even know if you need to put like gun use in the
Yeah.
trigger at this point.
Yeah, no.
Women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that triggers me. That's
The
my
big one right
biggest.
there.
That's my
Yeah.
biggest trigger for sure. All right. I really enjoyed this movie. I think that obviously the population in general really enjoyed this movie. So it doesn't really fucking matter what I think, and it's a big old popular thing right now. So as you could expect, we are hopping on the bandwagon. With
Yeah.
that, you guys ready to
We're
go
being
into spoiler
very-
territory?
Yeah, we're being very brave and original and being the
Very
first
brave and
people to ever talk about this movie.
No
It's
one has
kinda
ever.
underground if you think
Yeah,
It is. It's
no
very
one.
niche.
No one's ever heard of this movie before.
Yeah.
We were gonna do back rooms, but it cost money and poverty.
Yeah, we're broke.
Is Backrooms not on like a streaming platform yet?
And, like,
It's
It's only
on
just
TV.
rent.
2 platforms that none of us had. I think it was
What was
Apple
it?
and Prime. I had to like
It's on.
pester my fucking wife to get her Prime. She was trying to
I was
beef
gonna
with me.
say I'm pretty sure it's on my
Yeah.
my Hulu Deluxe website if we really wanted to have watched it.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I liked Obsession more than I probably would have
Tec-
liked that, to be fair.
Technically, it is on Prime, but you had to rent it or buy it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's stupid as fuck. If you pay for Prime, you should just get all the fucking movies. Crackhead.
How are they gonna get more money out of us?
Jeff
Bezos needs our money.
Bezos has my foreskin in his fucking basement. He doesn't need my money too.
Jeffrey Bezos.
Let's get into the fucking movie. So we start into this movie. They are in the
We got our boy
diner.
Bear.
Yeah, Bear's hanging out. Anybody else want to take over? You can fucking actually talk, and I won't have to talk if you guys want to. Feel free.
I mean, I can give it like for the first scene, because it's pretty much just an opening scene. We're kind of laying the groundwork. We see the main character Bear sitting across from a relatively attractive woman, and it looks like he's pouring his heart out to her.
It's
Uh,
true.
is very emotional. Like the music does a good set for it. And then his little bitch of a best friend interrupts him and is like, "Ew, dude, that's gay. Don't do that. Women don't like it when you pour your heart out to them."
Yeah,
Which-
pussy.
Which
Yeah.
I do want to say this now because hindsight's 2020. He was purposefully giving him bad advice.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
was. He
Yeah.
definitely
Say
was.
that till the end, at least.
It's fun to talk about. It's kind of fun to like mention it like before we get to it. But yeah, I mean, we do kind of find out that uh fucking friend here is sitting there judging his very I would say that that's probably exactly the way that I would be like, "Hey, I have this fucking feeling for you. I really like you." Kind of a poetic way. And then he also mentions like maybe I should get her a gift or maybe the waitress mentions he should get her
Yeah,
a
the
gift or
waitress.
something. And he's like, "No, you should call her this thing she fucking hates." Instead, so he's literally just
Freaky Nikki.
yeah, freaky Nikki. He's just purposely cucking him. Don't find out why until later, but yeah. Continued.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, ooh, that's disgusting." He said thank you to the lady he was talking to, the waitress.
Yeah, he
He was
basically told her to
practicing
fuck
on.
off. Like you're doing too
He
good.
was,
You're doing too much good for him. Stop it.
yeah, and kicked her out. Basically, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to him and tell him like, yeah, you shouldn't do any of that. Here's what you should do.
Fucking should shut the fuck up. You should call her Freaky Nikki and then hope she fucking murders you.
Yeah, and be like, it's a little thing, like, oh, that was so long ago, yada yada yada. Be like a little cute thing he said. Like, no, man was just trying to hinder
Set
everything.
you up for failure.
fuck yes. We do that, and then do we go straight to the bar from there? No.
No, he
No,
goes
No,
home
he
first.
goes
He
home and
finds his
finds
dead
out that
cat.
his
Yeah.
cat had ironically somehow gotten to his medication.
Pour one out for our
Which-
homie Sandy, because that bitch
Yeah.
dead. Which is the animal. Pretty quick, straight on
almost
into
said
animal
something.
death.
I almost said something.
What'd you almost say?
I almost said something.
What'd you almost say?
That's the second tragedy revolving something called Sandy.
All right.
And then Danny got canceled.
You asked him.
No, I asked him. I wanted that. That's a good clip farm.
Mm.
Good clip farm.
No, it's not. It's never a good clip. Shut your
We'll put on
mouth.
TikTok.
Shut your
Was
mouth.
there a hurricane, Sandy?
No, that's
No.
there might be a
Yeah.
hurricane,
Yeah.
Sandy, but that's not what
So
you're
there's-
talking about.
So there's
I
three.
know. Oh, come on, I'm done.
There's probably a hurricane, Sandy, too. Hey,
No
hurricanes have weird names. Okay, so we find dead cat. We do dead cat things. We clean up, which he cleaned up like hardcore. Like he cleaned up like
Yeah,
it was
he
a
had, like-
fucking crime scene.
Yeah, he had like the mask and everything.
Yeah, I don't think people have that just lying around. That type of mask too. That's a pretty
Think
like.
you don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
like a
heavy
mold,
duty.
like a mask you wear when you're in like exposed to like mold and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was during COVID.
Yes.
but yeah, he cleaned up the cat. He put the cat in a trash bag, and presumably like took it outside and buried it.
Yeah. That's he did. Well, no. Wait, did he?
I didn't see him bury it, but I assume he put it in a trash bag and threw it away or buried it or something. You didn't see what he did with
Properly
it.
disposed of it.
Dude, sure hope.
Properly disposed of it. He didn't keep it in the house. That's for sure.
Yeah, I guess not. Now we are going to the bar. How do we get to the bar?
He got
He got a phone call from Nikki,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and he was
this
like, "I'm not
She
going to
had
go out."
news.
This gave me like the like I don't know if I can't read women, but like she gave me like the crushing on him vibes. Like I
She
kept
liked
getting
him.
those.
No,
And
I feel like it's one of those situations where she liked the power she had over him and used it to her advantage.
ooh, that could be possible. Possible. I like that idea, honestly. I think that makes more sense as well. what we find out.
Because she was like super flirty about certain things, and then whenever he would reciprocate the flirt, she'd be like, "Ew, gross. That's making me uncomfortable." And then he'd be like, "Oh, haha, yeah."
Yeah, she'd being a girl boss pussy queen, and then if the second, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Makes sense. She was Cardi being it. Um, Cardi B. Fine.
What
Uh,
would Cardi B even do?
okay, she's talking about her crystal necklace. In this thing, she drops her crystal necklace down the drain. They're
Mhm.
talking about going to this thing, and she wants her to go, wants him to go. And it's very interesting to me, like the little dynamic here. I like it.
Yeah.
It feels once again like the crushing, but it also, yeah, I don't know, that power dynamic is a really interesting idea of like if that's what we think it actually. Yeah. The crystal necklace and
Well,
so
because Bear is kind of like the he's left in the dark about the whole situation with his friend and obviously his crush, and they've been having that on and off thing. They said for like 2 years, so it's not like she didn't know that she was fucking his best friend,
that's true.
but she was still being super flirtatious and like kind of like poking and prodding the bear.
Oh, I like that. That was a good play. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so we get she drops her crystal necklace down the thing, and he seems like at first, like she kind of bullies him to go to this event, to go to the bar with them or whatever.
To
Uh,
go for trivia night.
or
No,
was it
it
Yeah.
trivia
wasn't
night?
necessarily
Oh,
bullying. She was under the well, yes and no, because said that she was putting in her 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
that it would leave that she wouldn't be spending as much time with him anymore. So this was like, the, she made the argument like our time is running out.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fair. Yeah.
That's. I would like to go back real quick to the diner with the friend. He was like, "All you have is time," but he was
Yeah.
like working himself to ask Nikki. That's what he said, and then all this stuff happened, and she put in her 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's fair. It is kind of him just completely sabotaging him then at that point. All right,
Which
back to
again,
the point.
hindsight 2020.
Yeah, that is true. It is kind of like crazy how much he like tries to fuck Bear in that moment, which it makes sense whenever you realize the certain things that happen in the later story with they've been hooking up or whatever. So he has like these feelings for her or whatever, maybe.
Yeah,
But
because he at the diner was like, why can't we just go to karaoke like me and her? It's like, oh, you can't do that. It's like, when do I? Any other time,
true,
just not during that.
true.
Yeah, and
Um,
the waitress was like, "Oh, you're that's actually like super sweet." And then like
Yeah,
when he was doing the whole practice flirt thing with
yeah,
yeah,
her, and he was like, "Nah, girls don't want to hear that bullshit. You got to be mean to them. You got to make fun of them and bully them and just basically
yeah.
saying all the wrong things, especially for someone who's been fucking someone for 2 years. You would know, hey, don't push those buttons."
true.
Yeah. Well, they also no mind. Spoilers, I guess, but you also find out like maybe to get back at him. So Bobby, he was a dick. So I don't think he also knows how to deal with Nikki, like
That is
what she likes.
probably
Well, it makes you also wonder if Nikki was just sheerly using the one guy for sex when she needed it, and maybe she did have a little bit of feelings for Bear.
There.
So
Yeah.
that's why, but the other guy had feelings for Nikki, so he was hurt
Hmm.
that he was only just like a fuck toy and actually genuinely had feelings, whereas Nikki didn't see it like that.
Maybe. Yeah.
also fair. There's a weird dynamic, and there is also a fourth main character or fourth character in this group, Sarah, which is a girl that seems to have a crush on Bear, and Bear doesn't seem to reciprocate that. She's kind of not really. It's an interesting dynamic. You would think that like all of
It's
their
a love
interactions are
square
very.
right now.
Would you say?
It's a love square.
Yeah, it's a love square. It's like a weird fucking yeah. Everybody that's in a fucking friendship is like, let's be in a relationship. Fuck, I don't know. Either way, back to the fucking story. On this phone call, she's like, "We don't have much time together left, and you should do this thing. You should come see us." And during that, she drops a crystal necklace down uh,
Drain.
the drain. Yes, Bear goes to this weird fucking
Hippie
like
place.
hippie store kind of thing. Yeah, and he tries to initially get her a crystal necklace. And I think this one scene says everything about Bear. because he could get her the crystal necklace and be very thoughtful and be like, "Oh, I heard you lose this thing. I'm thinking about you," but instead he grabs this fucking one wish willow. Like, I feel like he kind of always grabbed it for himself. It was never a thing for Nikki.
I mean, that's definitely a theme
Yeah,
that we'll see throughout the entirety of
Yeah,
the
I think
movie.
he might have been thrown off too because of the like diner scene. She's like, no, she would hate that. That would be stupid. She doesn't want nice things.
yeah, I would agree.
I did find that weird because, like, I don't know, just as a girl's perspective, I would have grabbed both.
Yeah,
That's
So,
same.
fair.
I would have grabbed both too.
The fucking one witch willow was $7. Bro was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't spend more than $10 on a woman. That would be insane.
Well, he put the when he put
Well,
the
here's the thing:
rock
is she
back, the
putting out
necklace.
if he spends the $7?
No, go fuck yourself.
Exactly.
Oh,
When he put the necklace back, he said like, "Oh, no, she wouldn't like that," and that's why he didn't grab it.
okay. I didn't hear him say that, but I guess that makes
He
sense.
said it
But
very quiet underneath his breath because he's a very jittery motherfucker.
he's also a giant pussy. You
Yeah.
will learn all throughout this movie that Bear is just a giant pussy, and it is the biggest character flaw for sure. Kind of makes you hate him. So at right now, get the one wish willow. But are we at the
Uh,
trivia night? Is that
you
what we're
now
doing?
Uh,
now they're at the
yeah, he
trivia night
grabbed it.
stuff.
Yeah, and then he went to the bar.
Okay. So at
And
some
they're buying the
point,
tequila shots.
yeah, they're buying the
That's
tequila
like,
shots. We're once again just kind of getting this like entire vibe of Nikki is this super caring person. She's like kind of teasing him, and she's kind of, which once again, like little brothering him kind of in a way, but also kind of flirting with him. So I don't know if I
I
just
would
can't read women.
I would say before we get to that,
Yeah,
they were just all four of them, Nikki, Bear, uh, Ian, and who was the Sierra what was
Sarah.
the
Sarah.
Sarah.
Sarah? Were all talking at the table, uh, and Bear was trying to signal Ian to get Sarah out of there. Like, hey, I want to talk to Nikki. Get like, can you do that? And he was like, no, no, not right now. Like mouthing to each other.
Yeah.
Like, no, no, don't do that.
Well,
And
even that, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, oh, Ian was just like really
More
not
cock
trying to go
blocking,
anywhere.
yeah.
Yeah, he was
Wait,
cock
yeah,
blocking Bear.
he cockblocked him at the fucking bar too, when they were talking
Yeah,
about he just walks up casually and leaves Sarah by herself, and Sarah's like, I didn't realize we were meeting at the bar.
Hey, you
yeah,
hear about that gun?
and and
Yeah.
that's yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
I thought
when
that was weird at first.
that's yeah, and Nikki was like, I'm gonna go get some shots and whatnot, and Bear followed and was trying to talk to her about certain things. Like, oh, he was like, oh, let me pay for it with the open tab, and she's like, too slow.
Yeah.
You gotta be
It
faster
is
than that.
like it's definitely more little brothering him at this point, I think. But also like I keep getting these flirty vibes and I can't tell
No, it was
where it
definitely
is.
flirty.
Yeah. Um
It was an Alabama brother.
yes. So she does the thing. She ends up paying for all the drinks. Um, they have their drinks or whatever, and I believe on their way out, Nikki it was like, "Hey, does anyone have $20?" And she gets $20 from Sarah and gives it to a homeless guy. Which I love this fucking line that she says, but it's great. I'm paying for that guy's heroin for the week or some shit like that. It made me laugh. But it's just another like Nikki is this giving, caring person, and kind of just not getting that from Bear at
Yeah.
all. It's just this overarching theme of he is just doing what makes him happy, what he wants. That's it. That's the only thing that matters. Um,
Before we get into that, back to the bar scene.
I'm
Uh,
missing things for sure. Hit me with them.
um, that's what Cam was talking about after they made the jokes and all that. Ian came up like, "Hey guys, do you know Sarah's dad has a gun in the safe
Yeah.
at the store they work at?" She's like, "Ah, that's kind of weird." And then we walked up like, "Oh." Sarah walked up like, "I didn't know we were all hanging out at a bar." Jab
I
at fucking Ian because she
specifically
knows that
wrote,
they've been fucking. And so, and that's when they left. Uh,
I
Nikki was
specifically
like, "I'm
write, "Hey
tired.
guys,
I
there's
want
a
to go
gun."
home."
That will never come
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Continue.
And
Sorry.
Nikki was
I
like, "That's
did
fucking
even say
crazy.
out
That's
loud, Chekhov's gun, huh?
You did say
yeah."
that.
Nikki was like, "That's fucking crazy. That's stupid." But when they were leaving, she was like, "I'm." Nikki was like, "I'm tired. I want to go home." Ian was like, "Nah, fuck that." Sarah was like, "Fuck that. No, you guys are lame." And Bear was like, "I'll drive you home." You know,
Yes.
and he got Josh for that. And Ian, again, being snide remarks, being like, "I'll protect your woman." And Nikki said, "Ew, go gross." Don't word it like. Well, she said, "Ew, gross." Don't word it like that.
Yeah. It is
Which is,
very
yeah.
drives her home. They talk. Uh, yeah.
About the
She
book she
asks
was reading,
what?
making. About the book she was making.
Yeah, she was writing a book. What the book was.
One of
It
the
was
reasons she
a
put
love
her 2 weeks
story.
in is because she's writing a love story,
Oh
not a
yeah.
romance novel, a love story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason why she put her 2 weeks in is because she wants to feel love in her life and feels nothing. And the thing that she's most passionate about is being able to write, and she feels as though she can't do that in her
She's
current situation.
Yeah. She needs a big life change. She said. She
Well,
feels
not
like
only
she's
that,
stuck.
but in her spare time when she was trying to write in the store, Sarah points out that she's had to cover for her because I think Sarah's dad is the one who owns the store. So
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
gives Sarah and her shit for Nikki's behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I do remember her.
And Nikki was like, "You're like the only person I can really talk to about this stuff."
Yeah.
Uh, even at the store.
Definitely has some sort of feelings deep inside that she's not able to get out because I don't feel like she's close with anybody in this thing, but she's becoming closer with Bear. And I feel like the worst part about this is that she may have just like came to like him by herself if he just put in effort and like cared himself. It's
Yeah.
like
Or
he
said
could.
yes when she asked.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, which we get to very shortly. So we're in the
Oh,
Hey, you
car. They
never
talk about
admit
that.
you
hold
like a
on.
woman, okay?
Uh,
Shut
I,
up,
I
bitch.
do want to make this point before they got in the car and stuff like that. She did make, I forget what joke she made, but everyone was laughing. Bear was laughing, but she looked like directly at Bear and smiled, which I'm like, oh, that's kind of like you care more about them laughing out of the group.
Well, it okay. So that's actually a thing in psychology, and not to be like har smarty pants about this, but when you have a genuine moment where you are laughing and enjoying yourself with friends, you tend to look at the person that you have the highest like bond with, like the one
Yeah,
that you trust the most.
yeah,
So the fact that they were hanging out in a group setting and her focus and attention was on Bear shows that they have a decently strong
yeah.
connection.
Okay.
And I
Yeah, that
thought they're
makes
like,
sense.
ooh. So I think there was small things indicating that she liked him, and especially in the car when they were talking to, she specifically said, "If I like someone, they're never gonna know."
Yeah, she did say that. I I am kind of curious. Like, this it just triggers me so fucking much. I want to know how this like dynamic was actually meant to be, and I want to know where like I want a fucking side twist off where like it's just a 5 minute fucking movie where we stop in the car. Bear's like, yes, I have feelings for you. Which let's fucking go back to that real quick before I fucking start talking up about stupid shit. But
Yeah.
okay, after she's talking about her book, I believe it's that she asks Bear if she has feelings for Sarah, if he has feelings for Sarah.
Hmm.
To which he's like, no, I just feel like Sarah's just a friend. Which I feel like he's also lying about that in a way.
Oh, oh. Before, when they were driving to, he said, "Oh, I have a gift for you," and she said, "It's a." He was like, "Oh," she was like, "What is it?" He was like, "It's a surprise." He's like, "That's gross. That's weird."
And she's like, "Why does that make me feel
What?
uncomfortable?"
Yeah, and he Barry laughed. Like, yeah, that's kind of a weird response. I don't know.
Yeah, it was off-putting for sure. They get there. They're talking a little bit. He keeps fucking stuttering or whatever, and she then asks, "Hey, do you have feelings for me or whatever?" And
Mhm.
he pusses out, which we were just talking about. He pusses out. He's like, "I like you as a friend."
He's
And he just bitches out so fucking hard. And right here, if he just would have been like, "Yes, I have feelings for you," we could have had a whole different fucking story. But instead, he says no. She walks into her house after he tries a couple more times to kind of like bring her back. Uh, that's a good movie.
Yeah, he was he
Which
tried a couple times. He was like, "Hey, you remember that one time you helped me with the retainer from the teacher, and you had an extra one?"
Yeah,
Uh, and she was like, "Yeah, that was no big deal. You're on his shit list anyways." Walks away,
yeah.
and as she's walking away, he's like, as she's walking away, he says, "Oh, good night, freaking Nikki." And she's
Oh
like,
yeah, that was so
I
fucking
don't,
cringe.
She was like, "What? I don't like that, right?"
Yeah, and it was very
so I'm
awkward.
wondering now thinking about it because I totally forgot she had asked if he had liked Sarah. I wonder if she knew that Sarah liked him.
She did probably.
I do
Well,
believe.
it
Oh
seems
yeah.
And
like they
that's why
talked a
she
lot.
asked because she was gauging the room
Yeah,
on that.
it's probably. Well, she probably wanted to know
Because
if
she,
like, do I have a chance with him? If
not
he
only that, she wouldn't
likes
have
her.
wanted to step on Sarah's toes and
Hmm.
ruin that dynamic as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Or
because
maybe she was hoping she could wingman for Sarah.
they did
yeah.
seem close.
Yeah.
There was a lot, which you would feel like Sarah and her would be more close, but I feel like I don't know if you've ever worked with someone you care about, but it's genuinely fucking awful. Uh, so that very well could be like the biggest issue as to where they maybe did have this closer friendship, which could fucking save like so much more as well, as if she was just closer with Sarah beginning of the movie and she had this person. Uh, but
Well,
yeah, if you've ever worked with someone you care about, it's fucking stupid. It's awful. Don't do that. It's dumb.
yeah,
Continue. Sorry.
agreed. But I do feel like they were close just because she knew intimate stuff about Sarah. Like we'll get into it later, like about her dad. Like, oh, she fucking hates her dad. What the fuck are you on about? Type of thing. So I do feel like they had a very close relationship. But yeah, I think she was just trying to gauge if Bear liked her back, and then afterwards she was like, "Okay, I want to know if he likes me," and that's
Yeah,
why she ended up doing that. And like you said, he pussied out,
he did pussy out,
and
and it was
yeah, it's the man just has a lack of confidence severely, what is
spine lack of.
uh pisses me off because
So
I meet a lot of people like that. They don't have a lot of confidence in self, and it's like, I listen. I get it. I get not having confidence in yourself. You think you're your worst critic, but you can't. There's an extent.
This is true. You do kind of have to eventually stop being a giant pussy, which this is advice for if you're a fucking teenager listening to this, which maybe you shouldn't be, or like a young adult and you're still a fucking dumb fucking teenager who can't talk up for people or talk up for yourself at all. Just do it. The worst that happens is they say, "Wow, you're a fucking freak. I hate you." And the best that happens is you stop wanting to kill yourself and victory
so
royale. What can I
this
say?
is like the perfect lead in for what I wanted to say about this because I said to you guys that I experienced both second and first hand uh like shame and anxiety from that
Yeah.
car scene
Okay.
because it reminded me of something that happened to me in my real life.
Yeah.
So, when I was in my mid 20s, I used to drive around a lot because I was the friend with the car. So
Okay.
like my early 20s was basically like picking people up and dropping people off and blah 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 blah. And I was going to pick up my friend from work, and it was like 11:30 at night, and a female friend of mine decided to come along for the ride with me, and she was just complaining about her day and talking about how it sucks because she feels like she works really hard and nobody likes her and blah 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 blah. And I looked over at her at like 11:30 at night sitting in the parking lot waiting for my friend to get out of work, and I looked at her dead in the eyes and I was like, well, I like you. And her response was to laugh in my face and then go, oh wait, you're serious. So
Eh,
it was only up from there.
I like you, Daniel.
That
She's like,
is
it just feels like
pretty
nobody
traumatic.
likes me, and I was like, well, I like you, and I'm not even kidding you. It was a full blown cackle in my face as if I had just told the funniest joke, and then she saw my facial expression and was like, "Oh, you're being for real," and I was
What
like,
a
"Yeah,
bitch.
I was like, I would date you if you know, were interested in me," and I got shot down.
Yeah, it's
I feel
oh
like that's a far
yeah,
more likely thing for uh like men who have women friends, obviously. Like I feel like the way that I was with women whenever I was younger was just like I wasn't near a woman unless I like knew that she liked me. And then like I never had like I guess I always had female friends, but it was always because I knew those female friends were attracted to me and I don't know. Maybe I'm
the
just a
fuck.
weirdo.
Well, to be fair, we stayed
I,
friends for a really long time even after that. The only reason I'm not friends with her as much anymore is because she moved states.
okay,
Yeah,
fair.
It's harder to hang out with someone when they're not around.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
That,
true.
and obviously, you know, I have a wife and a child and
Yeah, that
other
too.
obligations,
That
so I'm
part is
not.
also a
Yeah,
part of it. Yeah.
Obligations.
obligations.
It's called me an obligation.
Hello, my love.
I got my obligation right here.
This whole movie is about to get Danny's pussy pounded after.
Hey, Kim. Just whatever you do, love me more than any fucking person on earth.
Oh, goody.
What were you saying, Gruden? We'll talk
Yeah,
about
she
that
got
part
the ick from
specifically.
that. She's like, oh.
Uh,
I like how I
Uh,
just keep hearing a cat
now
getting
it's
mad.
Wednesday. Wednesday came to say
Wednesday.
hi.
That's your
No,
fucking cat I'm jealous
dude,
of.
I was on the not on your end, Danny. I was on the opposite end of that. It was when I was in high school. A girl was asking me, "Do I like any uh like I know who's someone who likes you." Like, "Oh, who?" And she was like, "Ah, you know them kind of well." I'm like, "Oh, is it so and so?" She was like, "No." I was like, "Is it this person?" She was like, "No." I knew what she was trying to get out of me. I
That
knew
is
she
very you to
liked
be a
me.
stubborn
That's
asshole.
fucking wild. You did that to another human being, you
I know.
monster.
I didn't laugh in her face.
Okay, I mean that's also not the right
I
response.
I did we
A
did end
gentle
up dating
letdown
for a bit.
probably would have been preferable to my pride. You know, I took it in strides. I didn't hold
Yeah.
anything against it. It was just a very awkward ride
Yeah.
home when she's sitting in the front seat and my friend is absolutely none the wiser as to what happened. And he's like, "Why is everything
Yeah.
so quiet?"
Not gonna lie, if she would have responded that way to me, I would have been like, "You gotta sit Rosa Parks right now, all right? Someone else is gonna have to switch you."
You're sitting in the back, friend sitting in the shotgun. Get back
Uh,
there.
It's always been a rule that if you're a woman, you get the front seat in my car, even if we're not dating. It's just a thing.
That's very courteous.
It's a
Or it could be
gentlemanly
seen as
thing.
weird. I don't
Yeah, it could
know.
also be seen as weird. Yeah,
You gotta
princess,
sit
you
the
have to sit
Princess, you're gonna
shotgun.
to
sit up
me.
front with me.
Man.
I need you within smelling distance.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm talking about. It could be seen as weird.
So where are we? We're at Nikki's house.
Yeah, so she walked back inside, and then he's sitting by himself, and he's like, "I'm a fucking idiot." And then he finds the One Wish Willow, opens it up, and then he's like, "I wish he loved me more than anyone in the fucking world," and cracks it. And
Correct.
then she comes back outside and is like, "Hey," and he's like, "Hey, everything okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, do you want to maybe like come inside? You know,
I
I
think
just
first
lost
she
my
said,
cat."
you said you had something for me.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said you had something for me, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot it at home." And then she just kind of stood there for a minute, and he's like, "I'll give it to you tomorrow at work." And then she was like, "Oh okay." And then she hit him with the, "Do you want to come inside?" And then he was like, "Oh no." And she's like, "Well, I lost my cat, you know." And he's like, "Wait, what? You lost your cat?" And she's like, "No, no, you lost your cat. I'm sorry." Just then she started doing her whole
Yeah.
apology spiel, and
Yeah, like
then
I'm sorry. Yeah. That's too yeah. She kept saying yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she
yeah,
did. It's very California, maybe. It was very back and forth where she was just like trying to like lure him like a kid to a white van with candy in it. Uh, but just kind of like doing whatever to get into his car or get her into his whatever the fuck she had to do.
she
Yeah.
like stood uncomfortably, like face out of view, uh, in the driver's side, and just kind of waited. And he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And you know that they're passing it up to like her just being like shit faced or whatever,
Yeah.
because you know she's not acting like a normal sober human being at this point.
Yeah, you could see also when she was on the other side when she was like, "Yeah, but the cat." She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm acting weird." She snapped out of it for a second.
And
She's
she's like,
like,
"What
"Oh,
the
what
fuck
the
am I
fuck am
doing?"
I doing?
Yeah.
This isn't like me. I'm sorry." And then she fucking got sucked back into the void, and the demon came out and went on the driver's side and was just standing
And then
neck
she went
above
and
the
like
window.
tried to unbuckle him. Like, I know what you're doing.
Like, he was like, "What are you doing?" She fucking leaned down. She's like, "I know what you're doing." He opens the car door, tries to unbuckle him,
This is true.
danced around the car, went back onto the fucking shotgun side, and like got in the car.
I think she went back into the house as well. Or no.
No, she got.
There was some like weird shit here where she like went into her house and she started gaslighting him when she came out. He was like,
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, my dad has cancer. I'm dealing with that, and
Oh yeah,
I
that's when
just
she
don't
got
want
back
to
in the
be
car.
here anymore. You know, I thought I could handle it, and then the minute I walked in there, I just couldn't." She's like, "Please, can we go somewhere else?" And he's like, "Well, where do you want to go?" And then they end up at his house.
Yeah, they end up at
True.
Bear's house.
And then we find out like dad doesn't even live in the state.
I
Yeah,
think
No.
eventually learned out a whole bunch of different. I'm trying to look at my notes and see where we actually are right now because I'm back and forth to everything. Yeah,
We
she
should
at
was.
be
Bear's
at
house.
arrival at Bear's house.
I do have around this area. I wrote, "Bro acts like pussy is the Green Goblin" or some shit. Um,
Oh yeah, you said something along the lines of this man is anti-pussy.
he is anti-pussy. I don't understand it.
Like
He,
pussy acted like it's magnetized towards him, and he is like the polar opposite.
yeah, basically. Um, last note I have after that is Dick Boy friend lying his tits off about Nikki. Oh, and that was far away. No, it's not. No, it's not because like he gets end up calling the weird dick friend ends up calling Bear and saying like shouldn't be talking to her or whatever, and then he's like, "Yeah, me and Nikki are talking right now." As Nikki appears at his door, that next
No,
day? Is
that's
that next
later.
day? That's next day.
That's next day.
Yeah, that's next day.
All right, what
He gets
happens?
upset because she spends the night. So she goes
Yes,
to the house, and then they are talking and hanging out, and he's like, "Make yourself comfortable, take up as much space as you need." And then she's like, "Can you lay with me? Otherwise, I'll be here just staring at the ceiling, like stuck in my thoughts." So then he lays with her, and she's like, only in a bra at this point, and like her pants. And then they are sitting there talking, and she and him kiss,
Mhm.
and then at mid kiss she snaps out of it again
yeah.
and is like, "What the fuck is that?" And then you know, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, what's going on?" And then she's like, "Oh, sorry, I thought I saw something." Tee.
She had a panic attack. She did all these gaslighty maneuvers where she was just like, "Yeah, nothing's wrong, nothing happened, don't worry." But she tries her best to stay there, get some sleep. Um, and next, what
Yeah,
happened? They go to
after
work in the
that,
morning.
no, yeah, he tries to leave. He's like, "I'm gonna go lay on the couch." She's like, "You just enjoy yourself," and he just decides to lay with her anyway, because you know his own selfish behavior is, you know, "Oh, I
Yeah, he
have Nikki
said.
in my bed."
Yeah, they said they loved each other that scene. Like, do you like me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
"Do you
Right?
like me?" And he's like, "Yes, I do." And then she goes, you know, "Then stay with me."
Yeah.
And then they sat in the bed together until morning, and then both go to work.
yeah.
You're missing a whole big thing that happened before that.
That's
Oh,
what they
do
came.
enlighten me,
My
woman.
notes are so shit. I wrote fucking horrible notes. I'm sorry.
Right before they go to work, she made him breakfast, and as he rounds the kitchen, he sees a shrine
Oh,
with his
Oh yeah,
dead
the
cat
dead
on the
cat shrine.
floor.
yeah, Sandy's on the fucking shrine. She's like, that's like really weird and not okay. And she's just kind
What,
of
you
like,
don't
oh, I'm
like
sorry.
it? It's not good.
Yeah. Like, no, it's not good.
Oh, that
Like,
Mhm.
oh, okay.
Good catch, kid.
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
remember
So
how.
she found where the fuck he threw the cat away at and brought it back in the house. made a shrine in the kitchen.
Candle, yeah.
Yeah, with a candle on like a red pillow. She's like, yeah, it's a shrine. I thought it would be great. He's like, no, that's fucked up.
It's fucked up. What the fuck? That's so wrong. And he like really just immediately doesn't give a fuck. It's so quickly that she just persuades him to not give a fuck.
Look, as a man who has experienced what good pussy will make you ignore,
It wasn't even that good.
All right, you're
I don't know what you're
repeating
talking
yourself
about,
a
babe.
little bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When it's far and few in between, it's still not that great.
Hey,
Yeah, all right.
I
He's
love
getting
having a
cooked like
couple on
Sandy.
this show. While we talk about this show. It's great.
Uh,
Good dynamic.
What a like not ironic, but like this would probably be a good movie to have a couple watch and debate because you see both sides of it,
yeah, I mean, we
like a
can at
woman's
this
side
point.
and a man's side of it.
At this point, we could probably kind of mention the little debate we all had there for a minute, where we kind of mentioned like Danny and I very how should I put this? Danny and I were very like this is exactly what I want. This is fantastic. This is I don't see a problem with this at all.
I said outside of the whole dead cat shrine thing, this is exactly what I want in a woman.
This is true.
And
You
I
did say that.
And
guys
then
are
my
fucking
wife
insane.
said, Daniel, what do you mean by that?
Rim, go ahead and
I
say
hate
your
you
side.
both.
Go ahead and say your side.
No,
Yeah.
it's fucking insane. You don't. That's not how people are. That's autonomy is a thing. You can't just have someone obsessed with you like you're some god.
Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't. But
And
maybe-
you shouldn't
maybe
want
you
that
can't.
either. You shouldn't want that
Emphasis on the
either.
you.
You shouldn't want that. You know what? You're right. You're probably
You
right. It's probably
shouldn't
not
want
healthy.
that.
I like a little bit of a yandere type situation. Junie, how
And
you
it's
feeling
okay.
about
Okay,
it?
you can.
Junie might be
Is
asleep.
Junie even there?
Junie's been
I've
quiet for
been
so
here the
long.
whole time. What's up?
How do you feel about the situation with the just in general women? Do you feel like being obsessed with someone is a good thing, or would you prefer autonomy?
Fuck no, autonomy always.
All right,
Yeah, that's
all
my guy.
Women
right.
are already fucking horrifying as it is. I don't need them crawling up my ass.
Okay, well now you're
That's
just
true.
picking up into the incel territory. You gotta go back a little bit.
Can you drop a casual misogyny in there while you're at it?
But he's not
Well,
wrong.
Sure, I can.
Yeah.
Women are terrifying.
Women are terrifying, and they shouldn't be able to vote. And then he just goes up on
Oh,
something
okay, hold on.
else.
Well, I'm glad I clicked that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pyro.
Oh fuck.
Shit.
I hate all you. Like, oh no, I want that. Go fuck off.
I love it. I want a
No,
yandere
you
ass
should-
spirit.
Look,
You
so I was totally on board up until a scene that we haven't spoken about yet, and I will mention that's when I say I'm out on my Shark Tank adventure.
That's what you
okay?
get though when someone's obsessed with you.
Oh, my
He said
brother
the
in
thing.
Christ. I've had women who are obsessed with me before. None of them fed me my dead cat.
That you know of.
You
You know what? You're right, Tyro. They could have fed me my.
None
dead
of them
cat,
wrote a
I just
post-it
didn't
note for
know
you
about
that
it.
said, "What's the verdict on Cat?" They may
Well, it's
have
like-
just.
Hmm.
All I'm saying. All I'm saying.
Like, I'm just saying, but you can't be like, I had people obsessed with me before and be like, oh, that's what I want.
It's kind of cool. I like it, Picasso. It's kind of fun. I have a bad taste though, so.
I have immaculate taste in women.
All
Oh
right,
yeah, I
he's
can
slowly
tell
redeeming
your wife
himself.
you said that, Tyro.
He's just trying to make what? Like
I can tell
yandere?
you, no, that I just have bad tastes.
No, I have bad takes, not bad tastes.
Takes. Oh, okay.
My takes are bad, not
And
my tastes.
gaslighting himself over there.
Well, you heard tastes too, Daniel,
I'm not
didn't you?
gaslighting myself. I have great taste in women.
Gaslighting
record
you is
says
something that's gonna sleep on the
otherwise.
couch tonight.
That's fair.
Doing.
Just
His
because
record
you
is-
won the lottery once, Daniel, does not mean
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, 99% of gamblers lose before they win big. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and
all
you-
right? I
and you
kept doubling
lost.
down. I
the
17 blacked
negatives.
until I hit, brother.
That sounds like a porn
Alright.
website. Shit. Okay, so
Tyro, if you're going to a website called 17 Black, you need to send me that link.
There's just a couch.
It's
so
a
I
big
think
fucking couch.
Is it
It's
the
the
next
hell-
night where we get
Mm.
the
So they go to work the next day,
yeah,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
and then his best friend is like, "Hey yo, what the fuck? Did you sleep with her?"
Yeah.
Oh, he was more like,
And
oh, did you sleep with her? Like the Drew Bro thing.
He
What
was
happened?
dude
You
broing,
guys
which
came
was
together.
weird. I think he was intentionally doing that so he could kind of like get his info on it. So he seems like
it felt more like a farce. Like he wasn't actually
Yeah.
being a dude bro about it. It was just like he was trying to get the information so that like
yeah,
Bear would
jelly.
brag about it, and then he'd get the information he needed to be jealous, and then could be like, "Well, I've been fucking her for 2 years."
True.
He's like,
Okay.
Which also fucking fake ass friend. If you're gonna cuck your best friend from the girl that he is like in love with, and you
Yeah.
actively know about it,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is just like, why didn't anyone talk? Why are they all just keeping like fucking 4 different secrets? Like it's so fucking
Well,
crazy to me.
It's only the one secret.
Well, there's this. Okay, you know what? Just
well, no,
spoilers for
because
the rest of the
Sarah
movie.
knew about it.
Well,
Sarah-
Everyone just kind of collectively said "fuck Bear" and his feelings.
yeah, no one
honestly, in
told
that
Bear about
situation.
that situation.
has
even
such a-
Because
though
Sarah
they-
knew about it, even though she liked him
yeah.
and didn't tell him. And
Yeah.
then obviously his best friend and what's her face knew
Nikki?
about it because they were fucking each other.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Bear's just kind of left in this ambivalent state in his friend group, not realizing that, you know,
He's getting cucked.
He's the
Yeah,
only one not knowing anything, as well.
Yeah.
He doesn't know shit. No one's telling him anything, but he's being like, I don't know. It's such a weird situation because like you want to feel bad for him at first, and then you're like, well, he's doing everything fucking stupid, doing everything dumb. He's doing everything wrong. He's choosing himself over everything. But
I also feel like on some kind of way Bear is, I mean, we're all on the spectrum, but I think he's very much on that spectrum between
Could be.
the cleaning habits with the dead cat, like
Yeah, well, I mean, you did see that he did have some kind of, I don't want to say disability, but like,
underlying mental. Well, yeah, because you
well,
saw
he was on a
his
bunch
kid
of
that he was
medications.
yeah, he had a lot of
he had a
he had a
ton.
lot of medication, so he most definitely has something
Something.
going on with him.
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay. So are we at the point where they get snapped into love yet? Is that where we're at yet? What's up to that?
What do you mean?
They're at work,
Um,
and then what happens at work, and what?
Oh,
They just have the conversation about everything that goes on, and then he says that he'll talk to him about it later.
yeah, because
And Nikki is creepily staring at them the whole time.
yeah, while they're
Yeah.
talking off to the side, and he was like, Bear was like, yeah, no, she's been acting fucking crazy, like really weird, like not herself. Like she kissed me and like freaked out, and he was like, you guys are kissing and you didn't tell her how that you liked her. And he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. It was like that makes no sense. It was like, yeah, I know, but she's being fucking insane. He was like, all
I
right,
feel like he drops
I'll talk to her.
I feel like he drops the her dad's dying thing to the douche friend.
Yeah,
As
he was
like
like,
the
He
yeah,
did, yeah.
yeah. He was like, yeah, I don't know if she's going through something like really bad. Like, I guess like I want Nikki to tell you. I shouldn't be the one. He was like, nah, that's fucking tell me. It's like her dad's dying. He has cancer. He was like, I thought they weren't close. He was like, yeah, I guess it still hurts. Apparently, probably. And he's like, yeah, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
And he was like, is she still staring at us? He looks over. And he was like, yep, yep. She's still staring.
It's true. There was a bunch of weird shit. My next note is at dinner. Whenever they go to dinner together, so I'm not.
That's
I don't.
later.
Was
So he goes home after that, and then, well, as they're leaving, he's like, "Hey, Nikki, I don't think I could drive you home from work today," and she's like, "Oh, I'm just getting my purse out of your car,"
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, okay, that's completely fine," and then he goes home by himself, and he, uh, as he gets home, his friend calls him and is like, "I'm with Nikki right now," blah 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 blah. You know, she's talking to me about stuff, and that's when we find out that he was being a liar McLiarton because she's at his front door in like a really nice dress, and he's like, "What are you wearing?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't know what to wear." And he's like, "Where to what?"
Well, no, he had driven her home.
Yeah.
So so Ian had drove Nikki home because Bear said he couldn't. So they had a conversation during then.
He specifically said, like, whenever Bear picked up the phone call from Ian, he was like, "Me and Indy are talking right now," or whatever. And as he's saying that, Indy rings Bear's doorbell, shows up, and yeah, she has a necklace on, which is a crystal necklace, but I didn't really wasn't sure how that was pertaining to that. Yeah, so she comes in. I can't remember. My
Well,
fucking notes are so bad.
she was standing out there. She was like, "Hey, I just want to talk to you. I know I was weird yesterday. I was
On
on
MDMD
yeah
or
Yeah, man.
yeah
whatever. DMA.
MDMA and
She
drunk, and
was
she was
on
like
LMNOP.
like yeah. She's like, I know, like you didn't take like it could be seen as you took advantage of me, and he was like, yeah, what? No, I no definitely didn't do that, and she was like, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You
She's like, you
didn't.
took advantage of me, and it was like in her normal Nikki voice and not the crazy Nikki voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is where they like snap into love out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's when she was talking about like I just want to do it right, and she asked the question that she asked before at the car. She's like, "Do you like me?" And he said this time, yes.
Uh, Dinner. There's a big snap. There's a big fucking love scene or whatever.
Yeah, there's like a big love scene about them being all lovey dovey, uh, for a while, like doing all this couple stuff, watching movies, cooking together, them making out at their place of work, uh, and everyone's just like looking at them. You see like cuts of like the boss looking at them like, what the fuck's going on? Their
Yeah.
friends looking at them like, what the fuck's going on? And then after all the lovey-dovey stuff, it seems like it was going on for like a couple days, I want to say,
Yeah, it wasn't
because
At
it had
too.
least a week or two, because she had she I don't know if she ever formally in her 2 weeks at that point, or if she was gonna do it the day after, or the day that she
I,
got like hypnotized or
I
yeah.
don't think she ever
demonized.
technically put in her 2 weeks. Even whenever they were at a point where Bear was in the he was leaving for work or whatever, it was just her day off. I
Yeah.
thought at first that it was that she quit that job and then never went to go do things she wanted to do, but no, she did just have a day off there.
Did they have sex before or after that?
This is
They
after it's coming,
Yeah.
yeah, they have
Okay.
sex after this.
so we get
Gotcha.
to dinner
Gotcha.
at some point. When's the dinner?
Uh, it was after the whole romantic stuff. They went to
Yes,
dinner.
we go to a dinner, and I loved this scene actually because Bear kind of confronted her. I think that they're at dinner, and Ian calls Bear. He's like,
Uh,
"Hey, this shit's not real. I called the hospital. They'd never heard of her dad, et cetera, and explained this thing." And he sits back down and he's like, "Nikki, is does your dad have cancer or not?" She's like, "No." And he like kind of has this like brain melt for a second, but very quickly she just kind of like says like, "If it doesn't matter, if it's fucking working, it's working. Didn't mind before." Um, and then there was I forget what
but
like was said,
Like,
but
no,
Well,
no,
yeah,
no,
the
you
no,
no no
no,
kind of
no,
no.
no, no.
you
We
kind of
were
skipped
having
it.
a
It's not.
great
It wasn't just
day.
a no. Yeah, after he asked like, does your dad actually have cancer? Like, be honest with me. Does your dad actually have cancer?
Oh
She's like,
yeah,
no, 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 no. Don't do that.
yeah,
We're having such a nice date. And she was like standing up. Everyone was looking. She was like, he was like, oh yeah, we're having a nice date. Yep, yep, yep. We are, we are. Just sit back down, sit back down. And he was like, yeah. She was like, but so why does that matter? And she calmed down, sat back down. She was like, so why does it matter? She's like, yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh,
You're right.
also
It
really
doesn't matter.
important. This was also around the same time that she was calling him my little food connoisseur.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
she asked him what he had wanted to do because she had never bothered to ask before, and that's when he said he wanted to be a food critic.
yeah.
Yeah, my little food
yeah.
critic. That's the proper phrasing.
So sex scene comes up very soon. This is a thing. This
think
was
it was
really
after.
uncomfortable. It was shortly after, but I'm not sure how fucking. I'm missing like the in between parts to everything in my notes. I was just like,
I
I'll
know.
remember that. I'll fucking remember that. And then I every time I do this with a fucking with a fucking notes, I forget the middle parts. And then I'm like, Junie, please come in. And Junie then has to fill it in usually, but I'm fucking forgetting everything. So we get to a sex scene eventually. If you would like to, anybody would like to dip into how we get to the sex scene, awesome.
I
'Cause
think
I
it's
don't think-
after. Is it?
You see, when a
Judy?
mommy and a daddy love each other very much.
All right, you piece of shit. I'll fucking show you a sex scene, and it'll be in. Never mind, I can't say that. Um. Yeah. So there's a sex scene. Bear is going to town on her, but she has this like zombie look on her face. So uncomfortable. Anybody watching, she's making the noises that you would expect to be coming out of her mouth, but she's looking into a void, and it's disturbing. After the sex, uh, we, we're like in the bed. I remember them going to sleep or whatever, and then Bear wakes up at like 3 a.m. and he's like, Nikki, and all of a sudden you hear this sound like Nikki answers him, but she's in the corner of the room staring at him, just staring him down. She's like, just watching you sleep. And that's creepy for sure. But then she has this mental breakdown where she's just like, I don't feel like our love is, you don't love me as much as I love you. And that she does this.
Mutual. Yeah.
Yes. I've seen this scene on TikTok and I've seen people talk about it. And apparently, nothing in that scene was AI or like
Huh.
CGI. That was Indy's face.
Well, that they put makeup on. It was practical.
Yeah, it
effect.
could have been like
They did.
Uncanny Valley, like yeah, but there was no like altering of her face besides like just makeup or whatever.
Makeup. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot of just practical effects. Like,
Yeah, I don't think there's practical effects. I think it was just her face, like obviously makeup or whatever. But that's not like an effect. That's just
well, I mean, well, that's what practical. Do you know what practical effects are?
I know what practical effects are, but that like a makeup like I mean like there's like a I mean if
What do you
you
think
Like a
practical effects
fine
are?
line between using a mannequin to slam face first
yeah
into something and then
Yeah.
just doing like Jim Carrey makeup for the Grinch.
yeah I mean I'm trying
I
to
feel like that's still practical effects, though, right?
I mean, I guess it could be like put into that category ever so slightly, but I think there's like a difference between like a fucking sawed off head and like whatever was going on there because it didn't look like there was very much happening. And from what I understand, it's just her face. Like
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm
He
trying to
died.
I'm trying to think of like how to explain this in my brain,
Oh no.
but there's like little to nothing being done. Like I mean, yeah, you can have makeup for like a scarification or like a wound or something like that for a practical effect. But like the weird uncanny valley that was in her face, um,
Yeah.
it was just something different. It
Yeah.
was
Real quick, you did
Yes.
your robotic and disconnect and VTube Studios also.
I just turned it back on.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck happened. I think I cut out.
You did.
You're gonna
Yeah.
want to make sure that we save the recording.
It's still going. You're good. I can see it. So what were we doing? The
She was
her
staring
face.
at him from the corner of the room.
Yes, her fucking face. Just so uncanny valley, so different, and I don't know whether it was a practical effect or not. Is not really fucking matter. Just the fact that it wasn't a CGI to me or like anything like that, like a visual effect, like like digital effect. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Is what was impressive to me because it was so incredibly uncanny valley, so very smile. It gave me smile vibes with like. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to mention that. I thought it was just really fucking good from Indy. If that
Yeah.
was nothing.
The
Yeah,
one
she-
thing that did bother me with any of the bedroom scenes was the lighting. So the lighting in there felt like when they were at least laying with each other in the bed, like it
Yeah.
seemed like if it was almost daytime or like I don't know, the lighting just felt really off on like it's supposed to be 3 a.m. and you're sleeping. Why is there that much light?
It was very warm in the room, but you could just chalk that up to the lighting that they used.
Yeah.
Because Bear did say in the conversation that because when she first got to the new place, it had been the first time that she had been there, and she was like, "Oh wow, this is different than your old place." And he's like, "Yeah, this used to be my grandma's." Like basically saying that like his grandma died and he inherited it. So like it implies that the house is like an older house, which instead of like the bright white LEDs that most places use these days, have like the warmer yellow bulbs and such.
That is a fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It
3
was.
but why do you have a light on?
To see
I
the
think
naked woman standing at the edge of your bed.
she wasn't
True.
naked. She had his sweater on.
Get a sweater.
Oh yeah, because it
Panties
smelled
up.
like you.
It smells like She kind of like stepped out a little bit from the dark when she did like I feel like it's not mutual, and she fucking uh spider like tiptoed. Well, she was like what T-Rex walking out with her arms
Yeah, that the way that she
and
moved is
tiptoeing,
entirely fucking terrifying.
and
Was horrifying.
he was like I do like you, and she's like I forget what he said after that. He's like, but she fucking slinked back into the corner, walked backwards, kind of weird.
And she's like, "Go to sleep."
He was like, I do love, yeah. She's like, I do love you. Like, oh, go back to sleep.
You say
And he was
something
like,
here
oh,
about like how her dreams or something.
yeah. She's like, I don't want to go back to my dreams. I, I don't
Oh yeah,
like
I
my
don't like
dreams.
my dreams.
Yeah, I don't like my dreams.
So we wake up next morning.
Nope, that was not the end of it.
It was not the
No,
end
that's
of
not
it.
the end of it.
No,
No.
he was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to bed. I'm gonna sleep a little bit, close my eyes, and she fucking screams, like, I thought you loved me. And he looks back, he looked around, she was like, Nikki, where are you? Because she was fucking gone. And then she walks back into the room with a vase covering her face,
Yeah.
and she starts fucking walking sideways, like not turning to walk. She's just like shuffling sideways and got to the edge of the bed right next to him and just stood there for a while with the vase covering
Yeah.
herself. And he was like, Nikki, please, can you? What, you're fucking freaking me out. Please stop. And then a little bit later, after like another couple of seconds of that, she puts down the vase. She's like, "Oh, that's for Sandy." All right, and she got back into bed, and he cuddled up next to him, and it was a little bit. I want to say probably like an hour or so. He tried to get off the bed, and she fucking screamed at him,
I
like,
love that.
"Don't, just no!"
I
And he just
believe what Cam said was a mood.
yeah,
Face.
yeah, no, and he fucking stayed in bed, and then yeah, it was next morning.
Next morning,
Uh, this
Bear
is
goes
when
to
he
leave,
goes to
but
work, but
this
it's
one
her day off.
is this when the door's duct taped?
Yeah,
Uh-huh. So
yeah,
she's like,
yeah,
"Okay, have a great day at work. I wish I could come with you. Maybe I'll come visit later." And he's like, "It'll be fine." He's like, "I love you. I'll talk to you later." And he goes to open his front door, and the thing is just maliciously covered in duct tape to like seal it. And then he just was like staring at it for a minute, like in disbelief. And then he like tries to open the door, and she's like, "Oh, if you're having problems with the door, maybe you should just stay home for the day."
He's like, I got it.
yeah. That was a great scene.
It was a
I
great
do
scene,
gotta
but
say.
it ended with she walks up to him, she does this smile, and she's like, "How is this about being better or whatever?" Uh, and she did this crazy smile, stared at him as he left, and uh, so he leaves.
Yeah.
He goes to work. He opens his
Wait,
lunch that she made for him.
Hold
wait,
on, hold on.
wait!
Okay.
You're missing so much.
Okay, all
She
right.
pissed herself.
She
I thought that was
smiles
after
the
work.
whole time that
No.
no. She says goodbye with the smile on her face, and then he leaves and closes the door, and she doesn't move. The smile
Yeah,
stays on her face the whole time. And
yeah.
while she's there, she's literally just standing there, and she fucking pisses herself and she's just sitting there smiling the whole time. And then
Yeah.
it cuts to him at work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I do want to say, lead up to that. When next morning he walked out, he was like, "Hey, can I talk to you? The stuff you were doing last night with the vase and all that shit and screaming at me, uh, that was fucking weird.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that again." She was like, "Oh, okay. I made you a lunch," and gave him a lunchbox, and he was like, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate that." And like, "You said not to do that again." She's like, "Yeah." And she was like, "How's this?" Gave us a weird smile. He was like, "No, that's not good either. Please, please don't do
Yeah.
that." And he was getting up to leave. She was like, "Oh, have a good day." Getting up to leave, and that's when he sees his fucking deadpan face. You're like, "What the fuck?" I just liked it so much because he's like, "What the fuck is he looking at?" Pans to the door, duct tape to all shit. And that's what you guys were talking about. And then
Yeah.
he left for work.
I thought he left for work, and then it showed whenever he came back that she had done
Well,
that.
yeah, that's
But I guess
it was a continuation, like because she was when he left the door, she did the smile, what he said was not okay,
yeah,
and she just did not move and started to piss herself, and then it cut to work.
fucking crazy. I love that. I literally said, "How much did they pay Indy to piss herself, bro? That's crazy." I don't think
You
there
don't
was any.
actually piss
I don't
yourself.
know. I don't know. That looked like pissing
Yeah.
yourself to me.
You think they piss themselves all the times in movies?
I mean, I don't think that very much
Yeah.
comes up, but I think if
Yeah,
they're like, if Curry's like, "Hey, Indy, can you do something for me real quick?"
he's
I,
$20.
I mean, like,
$20.
I mean, all I'm
Piss
saying
yourself
is
in front of this in
it
this
looked
movie for
realistic.
me, please. Thank you.
Damn, Mr. Bossman, you want to pay me $20 for all my songs?
So he goes to work while that's happening, and opens the thing, and she has like pictures of him.
Yeah,
Well,
Uh,
he's also having
conversation
oh
with
no, yeah, he
Sarah.
sees the pictures first, and
yeah,
then
Yeah,
Sarah comes up and
yeah,
asks what that.
yeah. He opens up the lunchbox. It's a picture of him of
sleeping with
like the
her
like a
picture.
camera. No, well, that's the second picture. The first picture is him that looks like it was taken from the security camera from work with a heart around his face saying love. Well, and then the second picture is them together. Looks like he was sleeping and she was taking the picture
Yeah,
after like the sex scene, and it said "not me."
fair. I do remember that, which is creepy.
Not me.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
yeah, and
It
yeah,
was
the little
uh,
sandwich box had a thing that said was it for my little connoisseur?
Well, we didn't find
my
that
food.
until
Yeah,
he was having a heart to heart essentially with Sarah because I guess Sarah got chewed at again by her dad for something.
Well, that and Sarah was like, look, I've had conversations with her and what's going on with her. It's just weird that you guys are like dating.
Yeah.
Like your guys are like all just like in lovey-dovey with each other all of a sudden. And then he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you know. And then
Oh
he
yeah.
brings up the dad situation of her dad has
Uh,
cancer.
I think no. I think he only brings that later in the car.
Does he bring that up later? I'm so
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's
that's
later.
later.
The scene there was him talking about like, hey, Ian said, what did Ian say about them?
uh,
Fuck. Because she was like, oh yeah, if Ian's gonna air my shit out, I'm
oh
gonna
yeah,
like,
she didn't get to finish the sentence.
yeah,
She kept
Because
getting
the
upvoted.
dad called again.
yeah. The dad was like, hey, a letter came for you because she's trying to get into college. There's a college letter that came in,
Yeah,
and it she didn't get in. She's like, fuck. And she sat next to Bear as he's eating his sandwich. And he was like, yeah, didn't get in, huh? Was that the last one? She's like, no, there's still one left. Uh, and, he sits down next to her. She leans her head on his shoulder. She like, took the note and was like, oh, what is this? My little, well, she said, oh, your lunch smells weird, and took the note. And she's like, what is this? My little connoisseur.
My
Like,
little
it's
food
just
critic.
yes,
oh yeah, a little food critic. Uh, and he was like, "Oh, it's just an inside joke." And talking some more, she was like, "What is?" what is this? Uh, how's the cat? Or like,
It was verdict cat?
yeah,
Question mark.
verdict cat? Question mark. She's
I
like,
think
what the fuck does that mean?
a big thing that bothered me is, and no matter what, he would not admit that something was off until it got to
Mm-hmm.
the sheer worst possible spot. Because
Yeah.
everything was just to him, oh, it's a joke. Oh, I mean, you're at the point where you're eating your dead cat.
It
Say
feels
something
like
to someone.
it
He
feels
did.
like
He went home and gave her a strongly worded letter that was like, "I'm not happy with you right now."
it feels
Yeah.
like battered wife from in a way. Like there's like allusion to it, like cycle of abuse kind of thing almost. Like
Yeah.
feels like that and
Mhm.
like I don't want to say he has bad friends, but in a way it feels like someone who doesn't have that support system. Well, so I don't know, like he wants to defend every action she's making, and it's kind of like in the same way of like the battered wife syndrome, where like he won't do it again. It was a one time thing. It was an accident. I just fell into the door. Like it's that type of thing, and
It's
I also feel like he doesn't want to be wrong about his situation.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like he
I
wants to make it seem like he has everything in control, that it's where it needs to be, that
yeah.
everyone else is wrong about what's happening, and that, you know.
The
yeah,
bad thing is, he did realize something's fucked up, like because she used the drug things as an excuse after it, or and whatnot. But he does realize that something's wrong. He's just refusing to accept. Like he knows it. He mentioned to Ian beforehand, before the drug. He was like, "Yeah, something's fucking off about her." He knows,
yeah.
and then all that shit, and then even after the drug, she did the cat thing. He knows something's wrong. He just
Yeah,
refuses to accept that he did something.
he just wants his
This is the
perfect
cause of the
little
wish.
happily
Yeah,
ever after that he wished for. Doesn't want to deal with
mhm,
any of the consequences or deal with any of the.
of his actions.
He doesn't want to deal with any of the chore of having to have someone obsessed with you. Very lazy about it. He's very like, I want her obsessed with me, but I don't want to put the work in to like love her and care for her or anything like that.
What that's not even the thing. I would say it's not that he's not willing to put in the work for an obsessed person, because that goes far beyond obsession. That is, she fucking killed. Yeah, obsession. Pulling a title.
Title.
But it's fucking made a shrine out of the dead cat and then cooked the cat. Like
Yes,
it's
it is
not like he
crazy.
doesn't know how to. He's not giving enough love, and also putting in work for obsession, like in that kind of relationship, as we talked about. You guys shouldn't want it. Is that it's not healthy
Probably
for
right, but I
anyone.
still love it.
It's
Okay,
not probably.
I'm
It's
saying
not
probably.
probably.
I'm
it
saying
just
You can.
sounds to me like Grimm is a quitter and doesn't know what a real woman is.
It sounds like you're gonna get dead cat in your lunch.
um,
Not that bad. Jesus, Grim.
Not you, Cam. You're great.
um, okay.
I'm gonna snap
So
my fucking one wish Willie and fucking be like, I wish Grimm loved me.
he's okay.
I do
He
love you. That's why I'm telling you these things.
throws up in the trash can while she's like, "What's the verdict on cat?" She's like consistently asking him, like, "What's
Like,
this
what does that
mean?
mean?
What's that mean, Bear? Bear, what's that
As he's
mean?" He
throwing
asked
up,
like
it's a
fucking
joke. It's an
30
inside
times.
joke.
Yeah. He's throwing
Yeah,
up
no,
and he gets it.
it is rose tinted glasses to the like highest level of disregard, which I feel piggybacks off of the idea of like Bear having a slight obsession with
Oh yeah.
her and being like, "Oh, I'm going to put up with all of these really awful things because this is what I wanted. I literally wished for this. Like I wished for her to be obsessed with me, and I don't want to admit that it's a mistake or that I did something wrong. Like
I
it
feel
can't
like
possibly be me. I'm not the problem here."
yeah, I
Yeah.
do just feel like it is like a not him willing to put up with anything. It's like a more of just like yeah, I just don't want to be wrong. And so he just does the thing. So fucking like his shit and stupid. And it pisses me off as a character. It's
I'm
just
trying to.
like
Yeah.
he has like that ability to just make like one decision correctly and not fuck something ever done. It's just if there's an opportunity to fuck something, he's like, perfect, let's do it. So quickly every time.
I mean that's the entire movie. Like
Yeah.
even at the very end of the movie, it's the exact same thing. He fucks the situation up beyond repair.
All right. Back to the plot. So we got back and they go to the party. She's cleaning herself up.
Well,
It's not the party yet, but he got back from
He
work.
gets home from work
Work,
first,
yeah.
and she's covered in vomit
well,
and
well,
piss.
before that, he was after work. He ate the cat, threw up. He was
Yeah.
gonna go home, and Ian walks out with him. He was like, "Hey, can you give me a ride?" He was like, "What the fuck happened to your car?" He was like, there's check engine light. It is in the shop. Can you just give me a ride, man?" He's like, sure, whatever." And they were in the ride. Oh shit, that's right. When they were before the whole cat thing, uh, when him and Sarah were talking, like Sarah said there was a party
Yeah.
and whatnot, and you weren't invited because you guys was acting weird. All right, back to the car. He was talking about like, oh, Nikki's fucking acting weird. I just want to make sure, all this, you're not taking advantage of her. You know all this stuff going on and all that. He was like, "What the fuck are you talking about taking advantage?" He was like, "Other people were saying about all that stuff, like even so and so noticed, and it's just weird." And he was like, "Oh yeah, well, why didn't you invite me to the party? Why didn't you invite us, like
Yeah, there's an
us to the
us
party?"
now.
Yeah, he was like, "It's an us now." He was like, "Why didn't you invite me?" He was like, "Don't change the subject."
So he
Which is
invites him specifically and not her. And he's like,
Yeah,
yeah, he's specifically assuming that she's gonna come and that he's gonna fucking be a bitch about it, etc.
yeah.
Um,
He said, "Fine, you can come. It will be a boys' night. I'll tell Sarah to not come either. Just if it's a healthy relationship and everything's good, that should be fine. It's gonna be a boys' night." And he was like, "Cool, fine, I will."
yes.
And
So
then he
What
goes home and sees her
What were
covered
you
in
saying,
vomit.
Cam?
um in retrospect now, knowing what we know, it makes sense he didn't invite them because he doesn't want to see them as an item if he
Yeah,
does actually have feelings for her.
I thought this. I thought the same thing.
yeah, I feel
Even
Yeah.
even before that was revealed, I could tell like he liked her. That's
yeah,
why he was being the whole goddamn thing.
he was being a bitch about everything.
He, yeah, because as soon as like uh it's gonna be a boys' night or whatnot, he was like, "Oh, it's a we now." He had a very like off the distance face. He was like, "Yeah, fine."
Yeah,
Or like, why didn't you invite us?" And he kind of like stared off into the like straight ahead. Or like, ooh, he's thinking about what to say. And he did the lie about like all healthy relationship. It's gonna be a boys' night. I'll tell
true.
Sarah not to come.
Yes.
And then what's her face wound up coming anyway.
Oh yeah,
So
because he lied. He lied to Bear.
Yeah, he had
But
no intention of not inviting Sarah.
yeah.
we go.
Well, there's a
We're at
ton of
home.
other girls there. Yeah,
There
he
was.
got Bear got back to home. He's like, okay, I'm gonna tell her what she did is fucked up. You can't be feeding me a dead cat. He was talking to himself in the car. He's like, I'm gonna go to Ian's by myself, and she's not gonna get mad. Okay, and then he like got out of his car, went back into the house, uh, turned on the light, and she was like, "Oh, Bear, you're home." Uh, she
Sit on the
hugged him.
floor, pissed, fucking
Yeah,
covered in disgustingness.
yeah.
Uh,
You see her with puke all over herself.
would you like to take this part, maybe?
Uh, we're at the part where they're at the party.
We're at the part
No,
where
No, she's about to take a
she puked
shower.
herself.
Yeah, she pissed herself. She ate a bug or had a stomach bug, and then she's like, "I'll clean it up. Don't worry about it," and storms off into the bathroom. And the whole time she's in there, Bear's at the door, like, "Hey, I'm gonna go hang out with Ian," and she's like, "Okay, that's fine. And you don't want me to come with you?" And he's like, "No, Sarah's not coming either." And then she just starts fucking having a pissing fit the whole time, like slamming on the walls in the shower and stuff.
and she brings up the fact Sarah invited me. She'll be there.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, you'll come," and she was like, "No, if you wanted me to come, you would have told me. You would have
Yeah,
said so." She's like, "No, I want you to come. I want you to come, please. I'm begging you."
yeah. they go to the party together because obviously they sit down together, and then one of the guys at the party says, "Hey, I want to sit next to Nikki,"
They're
and
doing
Bear,
Jenga. They're doing a Jenga game
yeah,
with stuff written on it. You
yes,
have to do it or take a shot.
yes. So Nikki is now sitting next to random other male party goer, and they're across the room. Sarah is on his left. Bear pulls his Jenga piece, and his dare is kiss the person on your left. And this is one of my favorite parts as well. Like so, both Bear and both Bear and Sarah are like. I guess you see Bear first. Bear is looking very like, oh fuck, very oh fuck face, and he reads it out, and Sarah's a little bit like, oh no, and then you cut across the fucking table to Nikki having the "I'm a toddler, my dad just told me no" fucking worst insane frown. It was hilarious to me. She then walks across the room, uh, grabs Sarah's chair, pulls her out, and then stands next to Bear. And I thought that was
She's ready
fucking
for a
great.
kiss.
Yes.
You did
Um.
skip one thing, and it was the absolute insane poetry piece that
Oh
she reads
yeah.
aloud to
Oh, the
everyone.
Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
There was some weird shit about fucking. I did not think any of it. Uh, but yeah, everybody kind
Yeah,
of just gave her a weird look about it.
yeah. She was reading the part from her book. She says she was writing is about a Hansel and Gretel story. It was like what Gretel was like an old lady. He was like, "Oh, I'm my wife," and she's like, "Oh, I'm your sister." You know, uh, talking about you can't leave, and if you leave, I will flay his skin and whatnot, and take his bits and put them between my thighs because he will love me. He will be with me and all that shit. It was a fucked up like piece.
Yeah, it was
Very
very the Brothers Grimm.
scary.
Is what I'm thinking. Yeah,
Grim, you have a brother?
he does. But yeah,
I do
no, that
actually.
I know.
yeah. Uh, okay, so that goes through, and then what do we get next? Because there is a thing that
After
makes her.
that,
She
after
makes the
they
very
kissed,
bold announcement that
yeah,
Bear is hers. And if anyone
I
has a
love,
problem with that, tough.
I do like the little
yeah,
part where she's like, "I'm just joking, guys," and then she's like,
this shit.
"I'm not," but whatever the fuck. What did she say
Yeah.
exactly? Oh, so
After the,
good.
after the kiss, she was like, "No one will understand our love, and if anyone fucking comes near, I'll kill you." And she's like, "It's a joke, guys." And like, ha ha ha. It's like, okay, it wasn't a fucking joke. Deal with it.
Yeah, it made me laugh pretty good. It was pretty.
And
Um,
that's when she snapped back to actual Nikki.
yes.
It's not me. It's not me. And then she picks up the fucking whiskey bottle and starts smashing it on the table, and then her fucking
He like
face.
he 1,000 yard stares while Ian's yelling at her or
Yeah.
yelling
Yeah,
at him to get
yeah,
the fuck up.
Get
yeah.
up, take her
As
to the
she's
hospital.
stabbing yeah, as Nikki's stabbing the bottle into her face, he was like, "Get the fuck up! What the fuck is going? Get Bear, stop being a bitch! Get up!" And it cuts to him driving her to the hospital.
And Bear's
I
Like
sitting
don't
there like,
snuggling.
yep, this is every Wednesday.
Yeah, it's snugging up to him on the car ride, and I don't know that scene like why she wasn't admitted to the hospital because you see him outside it talking to the nurse. Like I don't know what was said, but she didn't get into the hospital, and she was just dancing outside the vehicle at some point
Yeah, I'm not
when
sure
she
if
was
they
talking
just
to the
didn't show
nurse.
us something and we were meant to imply that she went in or
No,
that.
because she didn't even have any stitches or anything in her head. They just
Yeah,
fucking cut to them laying in bed together, and her fucking whole fucking head is bleeding.
Yeah.
it
So
cuts to them sitting at the table after they were at the hospital. It was a quiet scene. You literally don't know what they said, why she wasn't admitted. But after that, they cut to them back at Bear's house at the kitchen, and I forget what they was talking about there at that scene.
I like love. Like it was just like you have to love me, blah 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 blah. And he was very intimidated and was like, yes. They end up going to bed together or whatever. And Nikki falls asleep, but in her sleep, non-possessed, like the real Nikki is begging Bear to kill her in her
Wait,
sleep.
there was a scene before that. It
But
was
I don't know
like,
what it.
hey, I think you should go home for tonight. Uh, I'm gonna sleep. You can take the bed. I'm gonna go to to Ian's or whatnot. And she's like, oh, okay, that's fine. And she fucking went like they were at like the living
Talks
room at
about
that point.
like essentially killing herself,
Oh yeah, she
Yeah,
grabs
she
a
like,
grabs
and
knife.
everything going
yeah
to dark. Yeah.
Oh
yeah
yeah, it
she
was
grabs a
so
knife and she came back and talked about that. She's like,
like does the thing where he just decides to love her because it ends the problem instead of like actually.
well, yeah, well, the whole thing she was talking about does like, yeah, I'm just gonna feel warm and it's gonna be like sandbags on my hands. It's gonna be like, it's not gonna be darkness. No, darkness is a color. It's just gonna be nothing.
Yeah,
Uh,
agreed.
and she was like, or you can stay. And that's when he ended up staying.
That's true.
It cuts them into the bed.
True.
But it's like the talking and the writing like that makes you remember that this girl aspired to be a writer, and the way she talks and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
it's a little
even
sucks
though
kind
her
of.
her writing is a bit morbid.
it is a bit morbid.
I
I
mean,
kind of love it.
I'd imagine it'd be a little more romantic if she wasn't fucking possessed, but
That's the thing. I don't think it was supposed to be romantic. When they talked about it in the car, she was like, "No, it's a love story, not a romantic story, not a
Yeah.
romance."
So we're in the bed and Bear's phone's going off. It's Sarah. She's like, I need to tell you stuff, important stuff, blah blah blah. And so he's trying to get to his phone and be like, just text me. And she's like, you're either coming here or I'm coming there to the park. And he's like, fuck, I gotta go there. Nikki won't be able to deal with this. So I gets up and he goes. He starts hearing Nikki talk. It's not the real Nick. It's the real Nikki. It's not possessed Nikki. And she's like, kill me in my sleep. He's like, what's so wrong with being with me? She's like, I've never been with you, which is fucking oof. You can tell that it's not her at all. She's stuck, fucking wrecked in because of Bear's decision. She's now stuck in this limbo of someone else is taking care of her body, and she doesn't get any of those choices.
Which right there is
Wait,
going to be the point of like no redeemableness for Bear, because he has active proof that it's like, this is not me. I've been trying to tell you it's not me. I've never been with you, and I would literally rather be dead than have to go through this. And he's like, yeah, okay, love you.
yeah, he's just
which
like, "What's
makes
wrong with?"
the
Hmm?
go ahead, Kim.
Yeah, with the what's wrong with being me? Like, what's wrong with being me? After all that, after she's like, "Yeah, please kill me," it, to the real
Which
Nikki, he's like, "What's wrong?"
makes that sex scene more uncomfortable because I imagine the creature is what's making those noise, but
Hmm.
it's actual Nikki that's making that dead face because she
Yeah,
doesn't want it.
yeah, I agree. And I also forget. I think before this, he called the number on the box of
Oh
the
yeah.
wishing willow, uh,
One wish
trying to
willow.
see. Yeah, the one wish willow,
Oh yeah,
and
and it's like, you want to talk to her?
yeah,
Oh, that was so fucking uncanny.
yeah, he was on the call. Was like, "Is there a way that I can like alter?" He was like, well, before he was like, "Do you want to cancel?" He was like, "No, no, no, no. Is there a way I can alter the wish? Like, she just loved you." He was like, "No, we don't do that, man." On the call, he's like, "Okay, how I would like to do a cancellation then." He's like, "No, we actually don't do that either." He's like, "What the fuck? You said I could." He's like, "I didn't say you could. I just was trying to guess what you wanted." He's like, "Why did you make it sound like you could do that then?" Uh, he was like, "Well," he's like, Bear was like, "So what did I do? How can I get out of this?" He was like, it's I guess you could die. It's only gonna like the wish only lasts while you're alive."
Yeah, and you
Which
hear him
also
telling
is
him like,
another crazy thing, because it he has confirmation of like, hey, this clearly isn't right and something is desperately wrong. Let me call this help number and just see if I can tweak it for my benefit rather than fix the
Yeah,
situation.
yeah, which is yeah, he is an abysmal person. But then she was like, "So, what do I do about like Nikki, like and all that stuff?" He was the guy on the phone who was like, "Do you want to talk to her?" And you just hear Nikki
Screaming.
screaming nonstop, like in pain. And he was like, "Well, who the fuck is what the fuck is that?" He was like, "It's Nikki. Do you want to talk to her?" While she's still screaming on the phone, and he hangs up.
Yeah. Kind of just once again trying to toss his problems on. Um, okay, so where do we get the part where he goes to get the One Wish Willow at the store and picks it up?
This is
Yeah.
after Sarah.
After Sarah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So he
yes.
goes to visit Sarah at the park at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
and they're having the conversation, and Sarah's like talking about everything, and she's like, she's not even fucking close with her dad. I don't even think that he lives in the state. He
Yeah.
doesn't have cancer and all this other stuff. And then she like low key starts to confess her feelings. She's like, "Well, I was the one that was initially sitting to the left of you." Like trying to like goad him into kissing her because
Oh, there was more too. That's when she dropped that
The hookup
Ian, the
thing.
best friend, and
yeah, are
uh
fucking
Nikki were fucking on and off for 2 years. She was like, it's just like a casual thing. She said, uh, yeah, and she was like, that's with the Nikki and all that stuff. She was like, that's fucking weird. I don't know what's going on. He was like, she's just going through a rough time. Her dad had cancer. And Sarah was like, what the fuck are you on about? She's not even close. You mean the dad she hates?
Yeah.
Why would she be upset about that?
She starts opening up her last college letter, and Nikki comes out of fucking nowhere, breaks open the window, and puts a brick on the steering wheel and starts slamming her fucking face into it until she is fucking nothing. And Bear is just like sitting beside her. Oh my god, insane. Just like,
disassociating.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
Hyperventilating.
after Nikki finishes, she comes over to Bear's side of the car and she's like, "Oh no, no!" She's like consoling him, but she's saying, "Oh no, no! You wished for this. This is all your fault. Your fault." And
she's like,
then,
"Sweetie, no, no, it's okay. Breathe, breathe. It's gonna be okay. But I need you to help me get rid of her body now, okay?"
yeah.
Like, this is all your fault. You gotta help me now.
So they go to get rid of the body thing, or no? There's the part where he's like covered in her blood, and he goes in to get the One Wish Willow.
So yeah, after like you're gonna help me get rid of the body. They go to the place they work and they put the body in like a instrument case in the back of the trunk, and he's sitting there inside the job location. Uh, she comes up behind him. He's like, "Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna go take care of the body. You can go home."
Yeah,
And he's got the acceptance letter that they had not got to open yet.
Yeah, from
he
Sarah,
opens
and
it
he
up.
reads it.
Which congratulations, Sarah, you've been accepted to the school of your dreams.
So
Yeah, and he starts
depressing.
screaming and yelling, and like, "Fuck, this is terrible." Yeah,
So
he was. Yeah.
before we get too far, I wanted to point out I think it's very interesting on the perspective of Sarah and Ian on the situation of Bear and Nikki. Ian was concerned that Nikki was getting taken advantage of. Sarah was concerned that Bear was getting taken advantage of,
Mhm.
which I
True.
thought was an interesting
I like that
perspective
dynamic.
on it.
Was different.
Yeah,
Did notice.
well, obviously Ian had like we talked about feelings for Nikki,
Yeah,
but as what Sarah said, like it's just a casual thing. Nikki most definitely did not have feelings for him,
yeah,
love
Mhm.
feelings. They just had sex.
yeah. That makes.
Uh, and he obviously the friend. I don't want to call him best friend. It's the only like close friend he has. Yeah,
Yeah,
Bear, Ian, and because he's trying to stop everything getting in the way of Bear because he knows he likes her, and probably that he knew that Nikki would like him, and so that's why at every possible turn, try to make him not say anything.
Well, they were on and off fucking, so I think really he had deeper feelings for her,
Yeah,
but she wasn't ever taking that extra step. She was keeping it casual where he probably wanted it to
yeah,
be a more serious thing.
that
And
makes sense.
that is probably why he viewed Bear as
that's a
like a
threat.
potential threat to
Yeah,
his standing.
yeah, and I agree, and I think he kind of knew that, like he probably had a chance, so that's why he was acting that way. And
Okay.
yeah, and I do like when they said like, oh, she sees you like when she talking to Barry Sarah like at the shop. She's like, oh, you said she only seen me like as a little brother or like a brother. She's like, we only talked a little bit of time. Like that was a while ago.
Yeah.
And you do learn later on like if he asked Nikki like, did you ever love me? She was like, yeah, way back in Christmas. So I think that was actually real. Like it happened over time. Like that was actually Nikki's thoughts that the creature was using
That's fair.
when talking to him. So I do feel like she did. Nikki did like him at, but
I
he
feel like
never
that
gave her an actual
also.
chance.
I feel like it
That
also
also
kind of pertains to the fact that like she also said she never, if she likes you, she'll never let you know. But also,
Yeah,
it's kind of like how do I explain this?
well, piggybacking off what you're saying right now, Tyro. She was like, "Do you like me?" Like the first time before he ever cracked the willow, she was like, "Do you like me? If you do, now is the time to tell me. Like you need to tell me now." So like she was being upfront about it, and it would either whether she reciprocated or squashed the feelings, it would have been a definitive answer. But of course,
yeah,
Bear pussed out like a bitch.
yeah.
big old
He did.
bitch. True. Okay. So we get this next scene after the brick scene. After this, we then go to Ian with the one wish willow,
Oh,
and
you want to go talk to about when Bear went to the shop to get the willow?
Covered in blood.
it wasn't too
Covered
much,
in
but yeah,
blood.
he walks in covered in blood,
You're
and it's
harsh in the
the
middle, man. You can't bring that energy in here.
yeah, basically it was all weird like fucking hippie shit, and he gets the thing, and they're kind of just talking about like what happened. He was like, I made her obsessed with me. He's like, I don't think that's that bad. And he gets the one wish willow and he leaves, etc.
And
But
he was like, that's fucked up. He was like, it's terrible. He's like, what can I do? But like, what should I do? He's like, I guess you could like have someone else wish for you. He was like, I'm gonna wish again. I'm gonna wish my wish away. He was like, no, that's not how that works.
Bear's also like
Uh,
sitting there and like looking at the box, and the guy's like, or you could just kill yourself and
yeah,
stuff like that.
or you just kill yourself. And I do like the theory, but when they asked him like, oh, I already made my wish, that that's the same person from earlier, the girl he talked to when he first came in.
Yeah.
People say, people say that was the girl that she
Oh,
wished.
the wish was that it was like a gender swap.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cute. I like
And
that.
I like that theory.
I like
I
that.
heard that online. It's like, oh, it has the same clothes, same like mannerisms.
Yeah, that's
So it's like it's the same person that he saw earlier when he went into the shop.
yeah. So he goes to Ian. He tries to convince him. He's like, I made a wish. Uh, and she fucking turned it 11. In love with me. All that blah blah blah. And
He
Ian doesn't
Bear did
believe
try
him.
to break the willow by himself
Yeah, he did.
at first,
Tried to
and it
break over
would not
steering
break.
wheel, wouldn't break. Blah blah. Yeah.
Yeah, and he went to Ian's and to talk about the situation.
Tried to convince him to make a wish. That you gotta be really careful with it. He said, "Please help me." And Ian at first doesn't believe him at all, and then he kind of
Yeah,
just
he
like
thought
half-heartedly, it's like, "I wish for
he,
$1 million." Breaks the
he
willow.
A billion.
Yeah, he wished for a
He would have a
$1 billion. But I do like the concept before that when he was talking about the situation about breaking it. He was like, "Oh, what do you like? Take it to a psychic or a cult or what? A seminar or whatever? Like it's kind
Yeah,
of
like he
like
brainwashed her into liking him.
yeah." He was like, "No, it's the fucking wish. I'm telling you, it's real. It's an actual thing." He opened up. He was like, "Okay, be careful with it. Be careful. Don't do anything crazy." It's like I wish for. He was like, "Oh, it's real. Uh-huh. I wish for $1 billion." And then a ton of money started falling from the sky.
I do like
True.
the fact that it's not always a situation where what you wish for can fuck you over. Because, like, he could have wished for $1 billion and then the IRS just kind of storms down this door.
Yeah.
Now he just had $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's no like nothing bad happens from the wish. It's a genie's wish. Your wording matters, or
Mhm.
like you wish for somebody to be obsessed with you. that's gonna be the 110 fucking obsessed with you. Do that type of shit.
Well, I think it was also how he worded and phrased it,
Yeah.
because it wasn't even like, "I wish that she was in love with me." It was, "I wish she was in love with me more than anyone in the fucking world," and like
Yeah.
putting that like visceral feeling behind it probably intensified the wish tenfold.
Yeah. And whenever Ian did it, there was no like thought behind it. He wished for $1 billion, and if there was some sort of genie wish, he would have like fucking 1,000
Yeah.
fucking giant deer fall on his forehead or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, it is
It's
just all about like. It seems like
yeah.
the intent matters, the
The wording.
wording.
The
Yeah,
intensity, because it was just
yeah,
kind of falling in front of him. It was like, yeah, it was just rolls and rolls and rolls of money.
Yeah.
Because he was just like, I wish for $1 billion. Like, it's
And
not a big
nothing
deal.
yeah, nothing bad happens from the wishes, like the wishes themselves. It's just his wish was a very fucked up thing.
yeah. Does Bear also get a second One Wish Willow?
Yeah,
Does he
he
have
he
two?
had he had he had another one wish willow
Yeah,
Okay.
that he
because
was
he
gonna
was
have
going
Nikki
to
use.
have Nikki use it to undo the
Yes.
One Wish Willow, because she said she'd do anything for him.
Yes.
So, and that's when he goes home and he sees Sarah's naked body splayed out on a fucking
Fair.
chair, like she's ready to be mounted.
Yeah.
And oh, that was another thing too. When he went to go visit Ian, he was like, "Why is Sarah texting me so much, telling me to come over to your place and meet her there? Like, she's texting me a bunch of weird shit, not realizing that it's actually not Sarah, it's Nikki."
Yeah.
Um,
So that happens. He says, "Don't fucking come over to my house. Stay here. Don't come over here at any costs." And so Bear goes back to his house, and Ian, of course, doesn't fucking listen to him because he doesn't respect him. But basically, he gets there. That happens, and Nikki has covered herself, and either I don't know if she sharpied or if she actually like tattooed or whatever, but she has like tattoos
I
on
think
her.
it's Sharpie.
Yeah,
She
She
just
shut.
mimicked the tattoos of Sarah.
and
And
she's smoking a cigarette like a child would. Like, am I exactly what you want now? Am I what you want? And uh the Bear's trying to talk her down, and she's fucking like, "This is it. Why don't you love me?" She's like, "I'll fucking kill myself." She has like the gun in her mouth, and Ian walks in the door, and he ironically is just like, "I counted it. It's actually like $1 billion." And she fucking
he's like, "It's
turns
actually real money. It's just fucking crazy." And then Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov's gun. She that accuracy, by the way. She turns and like fucking just bang, like dead on accuracy, headshot. Uh, and then she
He
puts it in
was
her
very
fucking mouth.
close though.
It was pretty close, but like still, you could have missed. You could miss with you could fucking miss that pretty easy.
Yeah, after the smoking scene, she fucking smashed her face with
Oh yeah,
a rock. I think the same rock that she smashed Sarah's face with,
the
Oh, the
brick.
brick.
Yeah,
by the way,
yeah,
the brick or whatnot. And she was threatening him like, "Do you love me? Like, I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna blow my head off. Move off right now
yeah.
if you
Smooth
don't fucking
off.
kill me." And that's when you hear Ian knocking at. They're like, "Dude, the wish actually worked. It was actually $1 billion, dude." He comes in. Uh, it- Bear's like, "I do love you." He's like, "Oh, okay, okay," and fucking shoots Ian in the face
Yeah,
as he walks in the door.
yeah. She fucking murdered him. We get the final scene pretty close, so I'm sure there's a little bit more leading up to this, but basically, Nikki just fucking. She's like, "Why don't you love me? You don't love me," and Bear's trying at all costs to get away from her. He like loves her at first, but she's like screaming at him like, "Please love me. You gotta love me." He tries to get away, goes into the bathroom. He locks himself into the bathroom, and he's trying to get in. She's pounding the entire time. Bear's thinking about what he should do. Starts out by putting his hand on his heart and trying to find where his heart is so he can shoot himself in the heart with a gun, which fucking shoot yourself in the head. And he then goes to his head, which we were like, okay. But then he's like not aiming the right way. And he starts aiming the right way. And then he pushes out, opens the medicine cabinet, and grabs a handful of the drugs. And he takes a fucking big old I believe
Big
Danny
ol'
called it the victory cocktail or some shit
That's
like
the
that.
cocktail of
Champion,
champions.
yeah, the cocktail of champion. And so he takes those, and he starts about to make himself throw up because once again he's a giant pussy and he can't commit to anything. starts trying to make himself throw up, but then he stops. So
And he
there's
You
just a
hear
light in his
you
smiles.
hear
eyes.
you hear a snap,
Yeah.
and then he stops trying to make himself throw up.
Yeah. So he gets up and he goes over to Nikki and he starts loving her. He starts loving her like passionately, but he didn't make himself not overdose, so he overdoses in her lap and dies because Nikki had wished for him to love her the exact same way, and he goes to do that. Can't make himself. You got all the pills and fucking dies in her lap. We then get Nikki. After a minute, she's crying, but after a minute, Nikki snaps back into herself
Yeah,
and
she was gonna
realizes where she is.
she was gonna shoot herself with the gun, and then right before she was gonna do it, she snapped back. The wish is null and void now, since Bear is dead.
And she has a whole lot more to write about now. She got a big old story.
Yeah, she pushed him off like a trash bag,
Yeah, that was
uh, and she just started crying, like, "What the fuck?" Why? I think. What did she say? She's like, "Why?" Did she say like, "Why did you make me do like? Why did you do this?"
I
At
don't
the
know
end
what she
there.
said there.
A lot of things that were going on in her head right now. I did utter the phrase, I don't think she'll ever be okay in her life.
True.
Oh no! And I did say the director did say she got arrested after that. She did get
Um,
arrested.
Also, she screamed through the entire credits.
Yeah,
Um,
Grim thought it was funny. He started laughing about it.
oh, what was it he laughed about? It was something fucking hilarious to me.
He
He's.
said,
I
"Is
think.
she
I
gonna cry
think.
throughout the whole thing?" And I said, "Huh, yeah."
Uh, yes, yes. I was like, Grim can't come unless they're crying. So, yeah.
Oh my
That's you
God.
guys. That's you guys that fucked up.
Uh, I don't know. It was funny to me. He's like, you laughed at the fact she was just crying and
No, I,
traumatized.
I laughed at your question. Like, is she just gonna cry the entire movie? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
as it just
Uh,
makes it uncomfortable.
all right. That has been Obsession. What were your guys' overarching opinions slash if you want to give it like a rating?
I give it like a good 10 out of 10 movie. It was very good. Like
All
I
right.
said, I I don't get like kind of queasy at movies. Like I watch all the Saws, all the horror movies I can. Horrifier.
Terrifier.
This one, yeah, this one I got kind of queasy just because, as much to an extent, I've met people like this, and I know people kind of like this exist, and I hate it.
Oh,
It's one of my first worst nightmares, and I
yeah.
felt very sick
Grim's worst
actually.
nightmare commitment. He's like,
That's not a
and,
commitment.
and then there was a cat that was dead and stuff. Like, what the
Oh yeah.
fuck?
That wasn't commitment. We've been over
I
this. You
know. I
need
like
help. Get a
gaslighting you. It's
therapist.
really fun.
Get a therapist. I'm telling you right now.
You need
If that's
overarching
what you
opinion,
want.
baby?
9 out of 10.
10
Really
out of
good
10?
movie.
A good movie?
9 out
Okay.
of 10.
Okay, great. Like it. Danny Cam, sure. First.
Kim, you go
Uh,
first.
9 out of 10. I'm taking a point for the dead cat. Not even fucking 20 minutes into the film.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
Like we didn't even get to enjoy the cat alive. It was just
Yeah,
come
there
home
was just
dead.
dead cat, which was yeah.
There was
Normally
a
you would.
lot of, there was a lot of dead cat. He kept coming back up. He was
Yeah,
like
that
a
shit was
side
I
there.
character,
They got
I
actually.
feel
value out of
like
that prop.
I do feel like if they had given us time to get attached to the cat, I think we would have hated that more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like
I think them killing it quicker was probably a safer bet.
yeah, that's fair. Whenever I think it was no talk to me Smile, the original Smile that they did the cat thing in there. That did hit harder, I
Mhm.
think. Uh, Danny, opinion?
I thought it was like a 8.5, 9 movie.
Okay.
And something that you guys were just talking about with the cat. Have you guys heard the popular fan theory that's going around about
No.
the cat?
Hit me with it.
So the theory is that when he cracked the One Wish Willow, it was within the 24 hours of his cat dying, and that it's actually the soul of the cat inside Nikki's body, which
I see.
explains the things like hiding in the corners, how her eyes glow, watching Bear sleep, waiting for him by the door just like a pet. If you noticed, her vomit had cat food in it.
I thought it because she ate the cat.
I mean, that could also be it too. It's not a like 100% actual set thing. It's just something that people have noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just her strange movements and habits, and just wishing that something loves you. What loves you more than your pet?
There was a scene that we did kind of gloss over before Bear went into the bathroom to kill himself. It was he was asking Nikki to be Nikki again, just be
Yeah.
Nikki, and she was like, "I can't do that. I can't be Nikki." She just kept saying, "I can't be Nikki."
Yeah, which
Yeah.
was just so fucked. Just like in the base form, it's not that deep, but whenever you really think into the fucking meaning, it's this girl who is so head over heels in love with him, and all he wants is for her to be someone else, and
Well,
that
it's not even head over heel. It's like the entity is like, "I can't be that person. This is what you wanted. You wanted her to be obsessed with you. She might have liked you. She was not obsessed with you. This is not Nikki. I cannot be Nikki if you want me to be obsessed with you.
this is fair.
She is because that's not how Nikki was. Nikki was a very, by the sounds of it, very uh self-supporting type person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
I
then
do like
some of the other supporting evidence of it would being like cats will go out hunting and kill prey and then leave it at the foot of their owners to be like, here, this is for you, kind of situation. And she did that with Sarah's corpse. She did that with the cat, where literally it was his lunch the next day. It's like, oh, and then it was just like a really warped attempt to mimic everything that Bear like cared about and like loved.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, I thought this movie was fantastic. I feel like it's like right under Hereditary for me, honestly. I
I
think
feel
they
like
did
it's the
everything.
same.
I don't I feel like I was missing something from it. I don't know if it was just like the like what's gonna happen next kind of thing. That like I feel like Hereditary had more of that, like where like you were in like a mystery. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like this had a lot for me, just missing something ever so slightly. But I think Indy's fucking acting in this entire movie was fucking insane.
Yeah,
I'm assuming she's gonna get some insane more roles. I expect to see her on big shit very soon, and
yeah.
happy for her. And I'm sure everybody else will be getting other
I
things. But that fucking just her fucking she's playing two different human beings, and she's doing it so well and so good.
You were gonna say something, Cam, before we started talking. What was
I do like that the death of the cat came back full circle. So he died the same way his cat did. The cat died by accidentally consuming some of his pills that were left out,
But yeah,
and he died by consuming abundance of pills. So I just like that
truth.
full circle as well.
it
Yeah.
is yeah.
All I can say is this is what happened when women choose the bear.
Uh-huh.
And with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great night, and we will be back soon, hopefully, with another fucking I don't know, whatever we want to talk about. Maybe Hokum, because we watched that. Maybe
Or
Scream, we did
backrooms.
watch that, but the Backrooms are gonna watch that eventually, I'm sure.
No, 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 no.
Oh no, 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 no! We're having such a great
Cam
time.
We're having such a great podcast.
POV Cam sees you watch Obsession without her.
That was really came to the door.
No, no, no,
No, no, no,
no,
no.
no, no.
We love
You
you all.
can't do
Goodbye.
that.